Today on Dead Explorers Ghost Rewind, I go back to one of the most haunted places I've ever investigated, Dead Man's Hole. I came back here to review the evidence that we captured that night and to see if we can recreate some of those experiences that we had as we were trying to capture real paranormal activity on video. I'm Alejandro. I film paranormal activity. This is Ghost Rewind. Probably one of the most interesting experiences I had that night was when I was doing an isolation session at one end of Dead Man's Hole. So I came out here to look at two things specifically. First, I had a viewer point out that she saw a pair of eyes behind me during the isolation session. So this is exactly where the pair of eyes were at in the video. Is basically a plain field. There's really nothing behind us. Dead Man's Hole is a public location that was left open to the public by the farm owner who owns all the land around it. Also, if you look at the ground beside me, it is gravel everywhere, and that is the kind of footsteps that you will hear in the video.
I just heard footsteps. I just heard footsteps. I just heard footsteps over here.
You know, basically walking on the gravel. Directly behind where I was staying during the isolation session, another investigator, Jay Villarreal, had a very interesting experience that matched what happened to me. They say that the spirits out here like to throw rocks. Can you throw a rock for us? Can you just throw a rock? Hey Jay, I just asked them to throw a rock.
It was over here by me, man.
I just asked you to throw a rock. You just heard a rock right now?
Right now.
Holy shit, I'm headed over there. Right when I said for someone to throw a rock got thrown at Jay. This very minute. I said, please throw a rock. And then you come yelling from over here, son just threw a rock at me.
I'm gonna see if I cut that on audio in. It was loud.
Now, if you look through the screen behind me, you will actually see where my car is parked at. That's probably a good, I would say about 150 feet away. Now, you get a real good feel for how far away he was from me, because if you listen to me talking, there's really no particular way I believe he could have heard me ask that question from all the way over there. As far as the actual Dead Man's Cave, it has been sealed off quite a while now except for a small hole. The actual cave goes 155 feet deep, and people report that if you put a rope through the small hole, the spirits will pull on it and pull it out of your hands. One thing I didn't show in that video tonight was our attempt to test that ghost story. We actually put a rope down the hole, but we anchored several bells on it, so not only would we have to see the rope be pulled, but if there was significant pull on it, we would have heard bells ring as well. Unfortunately, that evening we didn't capture that activity, so that's actually one of those cases where one of the things people report we did not capture on camera. Probably one of the biggest disappointments I have from the investigation that night is that we were not able to capture the light orb experience that we had as we were setting up the equipment. So before we got our cameras out, we experienced light orbs that flashed like a flash on a camera, literally right in front of your face. You know, the closest thing logically I can think of in Mother Nature is lightning. And to be fair, that night it was raining, but this was before the thunderstorms had started, and I've actually experienced light orbs as well before one time in another haunted location. But I love this location. I really do think it's extremely haunted. We caught an EVP that night that was very strong as well.
Go away?
So with the light orbs, the footsteps, the almost intelligent response of throwing a rock, that night there was definitely a very strong energy in this location. The kind of energy that I feel on very rare occasions, the kind of energy that I feel in places where I've always experienced a lot of paranormal activity. And because of that, I have to think Dead Man's Hole was haunted. Thank you for watching Dead Explorer, real paranormal videos. Please make sure you favorite and like this video and subscribe for more Dead Explorer.